Okay, offline review for Bella vs. Graves. Let's get right into it. Okay, so in this matchup, this matchup's pretty simple to be honest. If Beleth lands W, she wins 1v1. If Beleth misses W, she loses 1v1. That's honestly all it is. So a lot of times you're just queuing at the Graves and waiting for him to use his E. Obviously, anytime Graves has his E up, you can never W, because a good Graves will always just E or W. So usually you're just Q auto, Q auto, Q auto. Eventually he'll panic and use E, and then you'll W, and then your W should be guaranteed. Or he has to flash it, and then that's just as good, because now he's flashing your thing. Looks like this game, I'm guessing you're going to go for Raptor Invade, which is normal for Belveth. Belveth is one of the best, if not the best, jungler Raptor Invading. The only thing I'd be like somewhat scared of is the fact that their mid laner is way stronger than your mid laner level 1. Like right now, I'm like their mid laner could technically just run at you. If he sees you on this ward, he could just skip the wave and just run at you. And he could just fight you to the death. But I think because he took Ghost and Grass, it's not as scary. But a lot of streamers, they take like Ignite and Hail of Blades mid, and then it's like terrifying to do this, you know? Well, I think it ended up being fine. Um, Again, you should be under the impression that they saw you here on this ward, which is, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but just understand now that you're gonna be doing split map. Really high chance he'll do blue to your top side, or he'll see this now, and let's say he was here, he'll just walk now and start your Raptors or start red, and then etc. So I think it's fine to do. Just be aware that now we're playing a split map. Okay, full clear down, looks normal. Now we'll just full clear up and do Wolves Blue Grump, and then play into bot grab. We see bot fighting sweet come. Probably nothing. Yeah, okay, we got a flash, not the worst. Oh, now we clear. Top got solo killed. Bot died 2v2. Pretty unfortunate, nothing we can do. Just happens. But he got solo killed as well. Alright, pretty rough game to start off with. Every lane's got solo killed. I wouldn't say here I would just do blue. There's no reason to go to crab. First of all, it's up in 10 seconds, so you're just gonna end up waiting for the crab to spawn, which is wasting time. And B, again, you should already assume that this Graves is cross mapping. So Graves should already be right now. If we have to guess, he's probably on your Krugs or finishing your red buff, or he's on his Gromp or Wolves. Like it depends. If he started his your top side camps, then he should be on his Gromp or Wolves now. If he started his camp and ended this, then he's probably finishing your Krug. So either way, point is he should never be in time for this crab. So you could be late. Crab spawns at 3:30. You could show up to this crab at 3:35, right? Or 3:40, and he won't be here. And if you do see him here, it's actually really good news, because the only way he's here in time is if he skipped one of these camps. And then again, it's good for you, because that means he skipped one of these 6 camps, and you didn't skip any of these 6 camps. You killed all 6. So it's either A, he won't be here in time, or B, if he's here in time, that means he skipped a camp, so it's still better for you. Does that make sense? So see how now we go to this crab, but now you just end up sitting here waiting for the crab to spawn because it's not up. So I think you're skipping blue for literally 0 reason. I think if you start blue instantly, you'll still be at this mid game basically at the exact same time, maybe slightly slower, but then you'll also be stronger for this mid game because you'll have level 4, right? So you're gonna obviously have an extra point in your queue, and you're gonna have a higher base level. So again, when we go for this gank, again, I'm already assuming that you guys are the exact same path, so he should be on top grab. So just be aware that you're probably walking into Graves here. So as long as you save one Q, your Q4 for the backwards Q, this one, that's fine. Just make sure not to use all 4 here, or it's really scary. You can see it. You have one more Q. I think you could Q one more and then E. Q here W. I think here you can auto and then Q. Auto Q forward and then E. And then when you're here, even if he flashes over the wall, this E will still hit him. So I actually think that you could kill this guy. I think your auto E might straight up kill him. This damage is auto, auto E. Sorry, auto E. Sorry, not auto E. Sorry, auto Q. That's what I meant to say. I think you literally auto here and then Q forward, and then no matter where he flashes here, if you anywhere flashes here, your E will reach all of this. The only way he doesn't if he flashes here, here, here. Then if he flashes behind you, Rise. Well, you can't see it, but Rise will then kill him. So I think you could have killed this guy. Pretty close though. Like it's not it's not a terrible combo. I just think I think you could have snuck in an extra auto Q. And I don't think you should be scared of dying to Graves afterwards. If you maybe you're scared if I Q forward I'll die to Graves, but I think you shouldn't be because you're gonna get Triumph from killing this guy. And then also you're gonna E here, and then this guy will obviously he's gonna do like 0 damage to you because of the damage reduction from your E. And then and afterwards you still have this Q away, so then you'll Q backwards, and then Rise can then at that point Rise can then block the Graves autos. And then if he flashes to kill you, I think Rise will kill him, and then it's gonna be a 2-for-1. So I think it's fine. Looks like ends up not being the worst. Looks like if Rise kills him anyways, it's still 1-for-0, so it's still not bad. Now we should just do Crab, Blue, and base. And then after this, we'll base, and then we'll do Krugs, Raptors, Wolves, Grump. Especially now that we see he had red buff, you saw he had red buff, and you saw Raptors are gone. That means it's confirmed. What I said is what happened is he just killed your top camps, same way you killed his bot camps. So that means when your Raptors and Krugs, you see how Raptors and Krugs are spawning. That means you should already know that your Raptors and Krugs will spawn too. So probably in the next 30 seconds they'll spawn. So if you do this and then base, by the time you could just open to Krugs blindly, even though you don't see them, you'll know in 30 to 40 seconds they should be up, because his Raptors and Krugs are up as well, right? So you just do Scuttle, Blue. Oh, you're going for this is a bit scary because if you're gonna do this, two things. If you're gonna do this, you have to walk. You see how you're walking right now, and they see this. You can't. Sorry, you're here. They see you walking like this. If you're gonna do this, you have to walk like this, act like you're walking to Crab or Blue, and then right when you get out of vision, then you do a super easy 90-degree turn. You see this? Boom, straight into red buff. Or sorry, straight into Raptors. Because here you just show yourself. I'd be shocked if Graves doesn't go Crab to Raptors here, or their bots MIA, so their Leona can come. Maybe their balling can both come. Their AD carry and their support can come. I'd be shocked if this works. I don't think you should do this. I mean, maybe you get it. Let's see. Okay. I guess they're not coming. Oh yeah, there he is. So I just think that you're really low. You're no flash. The only way you do this is if you're sneaky about it. So if you're sneaky about it, instead of say you just changed here, you have to keep walking like this and then do it. And maybe Graves will see that and be like, oh, he's not going for Raptors, and he'll just base. But here, it's really obvious you're walking to Raptors from your pathing. Let's say Graves was mid base, he was always going to stop his base to come here. And maybe if you have Smite, maybe you could argue you could kill before he gets here. But especially that you don't have Smite, there's no way. So I think this is just greedy. I think you could have had a really nice plan. You could just do Scuttle, Blue, base, and then you could do Krugs, Raptors, Wolves, Grump into like a Dragon. And I think you're gonna be, and right here especially you're 1.1k gold because you got assist. You get Scuttle on this, and you base on 1.3. You're really happy with 1.3. I don't know what you buy Kraken. You're gonna buy 1.3. You can buy this plus double longsword. You can buy Recrix and then longsword plus dagger. You're gonna be happy pretty much. So yeah, just greedy. No point for Graves to get an early kill. You see how I said now your Raptor's gonna be up anyways. So instead of now you're clearing upwards, I want to clear downwards. I know maybe you're like, oh, my balling died, but think about it this way. Leona no flash, because remember when you level 3 ganked bot, you burnt her flash. So Leona no flash, and his champion's designed to go in. So if you're ever, instead of clearing being topside, if you're clearing downwards and you go Krugs, Raptors, Wolves, drop like this, if you're ever in this area, ever just in the bot side vicinity, and Leona ever ease into them, she's just dead. Because you're gonna go Q, and then you're just gonna W her. She's an immobile champion. She has no dashes, she has no speed up, she has no way to dodge your W. You also have Lulu slow with her Q. That if you're ever anywhere near this bot side of the map, and Leona ever goes in or even plays slightly aggressive, you could do Q, W, Lulu Q, she's dead, and you can just pull Dragon afterwards. So I think instead of playing for top, you should play top. Looks ungankable. Teemo should have flash up. I haven't seen anyone ping it. Teemo with his W has movement speed. Teemo is, I can just ward this. I don't know. I think Teemo is 10 times harder to gank than bot lane. And obviously there's a bot side objective up, Dragon's up, but Grubs aren't up for 3 minutes. Because I mean, we'll see. I don't think this guy's gankable. He also has boots already. He already has tier 1 boots. I mean, it's just not happening. He just has tier 1 boots. He presses W. Your top laner is 1 HP. I think instead of being on Krugs here, you'd be on Wolves right now, right? Wolves, Gromp, Blue, and I definitely think if you see how Leona's already kind of playing up, like this is the middle of the lane. She's like above the middle, so I think you're playing for the wrong lane. Like you see the second they see you, you look at the map, you can see Leona ease in. See that? 1 second. Keep looking bot. You can see the icon. She's literally Eing in, right? Boom, she E'd in. So if you're ever bot, and she's no flash because you burnt it. So if you're ever here when she's no flash, Should be dead. And right now, remember, if you never went top lane, if you'd be here right now, you see bot fighting, Zeri died, so you'd go bot, probably get a double kill. You see Graves top, you pull dragon. Boom, the game is a great spot. You get a double kill bot lane, you get first dragon. The game's nice. But instead, we waste our time going top. We're late on our camps. Come on, this is still level 1 blue buff. Like, this blue buff's been up for 5 minutes. We still haven't killed it. I think you're just yeah. I mean, I think again, before you got greedy and you played for Raptors and you slowed down your clear, and now when you're slowed down your clear, you have to play for a full clear, but instead you played for like a 3 camp in the gank. When you open like this, it means you just want to gank top. But anytime you're low on tempo, which you are behind Graves on tempo when you die to his on his Raptors, your operation one is catch up in tempo. Just kill your camps, you know, and not do anything like risky. But going for that top gank is risky because if it doesn't work, he full cleared while you didn't full clear, you know? Okay, looks like they're going on Rise. Unfortunately, Leona has roam, so you can't do anything here. I think you just base earlier. I think the second you see Leona here, you know you can't fight. First, you see Rise 1 HP. He's not, obviously he's useless. So you can't fight 2v2 mid because Rise 1 HP. You can't 1v1 Graves because Leona's here. You can't 3v3 bot because their mid has move. And I think, like, before I want you to gank bot when it's 2v3. But now when that Graves here, I don't think this 3v3 is winning. I think your bot's 2 losing. I think when they have an engaged support, melee, engaged tanky support, and you have an enchanter like Yuumi, it's 3v3s are like impossible. I think the second you see this, it sucks. But I think you just go here or in a bush, you instantly base and you instantly run to his Gromp or instantly run to his Wolves or instantly run to your Raptors. Because you know for a fact this guy's gonna do. You see red spawning, you see Scuttle spawning. So you know for a fact this guy's going to do Scuttle right away, then do Rebel right away, then maybe do Dragon or Krugs. So you know basically he's going to be bot side for the next minute, guaranteed. So anything top side is free. Maybe his top camps are down, maybe they're up, but that's the best you're gonna get, you know? Because I think here if you just hover bot again, Scuttle's not fightable, bot's not fightable. I guess this looks not bad here, but this Graves is just trolling. Like this Graves is just bad. If Graves is just walking with him, then you won't get anything. Again, this guy has flash backup now. He's also super tanky. So you got a flash. It's not like it's not bad, but I think it's not not consistent. If Graves just was protecting his Leona, we could never win this. And even then, we didn't even kill him. Because right now, instead of being where you are, you could be on your Raptors right now. And then again, right now Graves is on red, and after Raptors, you can go and check his Gromp or check his Wolves. Right. Your top camp should be synced with his top camps. Like your Raptors should spawn when his Wolves spawn, and your Krug should spawn around where his Gromp spawns. Somewhat. Not the exact 1-to-1, but somewhat similar. So if you see your top camps are spawning, you should know his top camps should be spawning too soon. And again, you already know that, you should know that he's going to be bot side for the next 2 minutes, or sorry, like the next minute and a half, right? His red's up, his Krugs are up. You can't kill this one. You can't win it anymore. Remember what I said level 1? This entire matchup's on W. If you line W, you win. If you miss W, you lose. The second you miss this W, nice try nice try going for it. The second you miss this, you don't win this. Well, from my knowledge, let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's just how the matchup is. I never watched this before. It wasn't even close. That's all this matchup is. If you line W, you win. If you miss it, you do. Another part of the matchup is the most important thing about the matchup is the W. The second most important thing is your E. If you can make sure to E his Q, because most of Gray's damage is his Q. So if you're able to damage reduction his Q, that's another really big part of the matchup. But if you don't damage reduction his Q and you don't land W, you'll never kill him in a million years. So again, and you have to understand he can't invade you if you're here 20 seconds earlier. Instead of wasting this time bot getting a Leona flash, big whoop, you could be on your top camps right now. Boom, you base right now, run straight to Raptors. You start your Raptors on spawn, so you start Raptors right now. You're hitting Raptors right now, hitting Raptors, hitting Raptors, hitting Raptors. Boom, you just killed Raptors, and now you're either hitting Krugs or you're on his Gromp right now. And then he can't invade your Raptors because they're already dead. He can't invade your red because it's gonna probably die on spawn as well. So when you're late to your camps, you're just letting him invade them later. That's it. Because now that this game looks fucking over. Every lane's losing. You're losing jungle, bot losing top. It's definitely a rough game, and it's not your fault. You had 3 losing lanes. Every single lane got solo killed. But there's still something we can do, you know? I think you've had opportunity to maybe trade a camp this game. You definitely could have stopped yourself from getting invaded if you're on your camps earlier, right? You definitely also your first death was super preventable. You didn't have to die for Raptors. This is good though. When you're behind, the only thing you can do is trade, right? In this case, you know he's topside, so you go for a bot play. Perfect. This is very good and correct. This is your first good play of the game. But this exact same logic could have happened 2 minutes ago. When you saw him on crab, you can't fight bot side, let's just go top side. Same thing. When you're weaker, he's bot, go top. When you're weaker, if he's top, go bot. This dive was perfect, beautiful. Just could be playing like this earlier as well. You know. Now we see Graves bot side, so I'll go check his top camps. Perfect. Scuttle, check his camps. They're all dead. Happens. You know, out of your control. Better than being bot lane right now. Your team ends up winning the fight. Perfect. I like this. Even though you didn't get anything, you checked his Grump, you checked his Wolves, you check his Raptors. You could actually, I didn't think you could kill this time. If you could see this, this is actually really good too. I don't mind this. Even dying for this is always worth. Don't flash, just accept your death. Okay, nice. Dying for the dragon is completely fine. It's completely chill. Now when you spawn, you just have to run straight to your bot camps and make sure you don't lose any of these. And he's here. Actually, let me go back. Do we see him? I'll play from here. If we see him going to bot side, then you should just immediately run to his top side. Same logic now. Like he couldn't have killed these camps and killed these camps. So I think offer if you just run straight to his Grump if you see him. If you don't see him, then it's just flip. Okay, you see Leona. Loki, when you see Leona here, this just now you immediately run to his Grump, and it's fine. It's gonna be a fine trade. You never said Graves, but once you saw Leona, this should tell you all you need to know. Leona's not gonna be here by herself. She'll only be here with someone else. So it sucks having to lose the entire like side of the map, but I don't think there's anything you can do to stop it. I think you don't have to flash here. Look, you flash, but your W would reach. I think you wasted flash here. Look, right. This is you keep walking here. This is in W range, and you still CC'd. So I think you just wasted your flash. Even right now, I think right when you flashed here. This is literally W range. So you just wasted flash. You W the same way. And then you'd have flash here. Maybe you probably die anyways, but at least you keep your flash. Okay, that's actually not a bad 1-for-1 at all. I know, kind of a sad game. I'm definitely not saying this game was totally winnable, but I'll put it this way. I think you made it easy for the enemy team to win. You know, there's a difference from actively looking for good plays and then actively avoiding to dying. You know, I think it was hard for you to look for good plays, but it wasn't hard for you to make sure you didn't die. But the plays you went for, or like the pathing you did, made sure that you'd be down CS and you'd be very killable. Because maybe this game again, maybe you play this game you'll never win, but I guarantee you, right now you have 6 deaths. I guarantee you right now, if you did all the things I said, trading better, not going for the Raptors, opening to top when you saw on bot side, when you saw Leon at Scuttle, you just instantly based your top camps. I guarantee if you did all these things, instead of having six deaths right now, you'd have either 0 or maybe 1 or maybe 2 deaths, right? And you said all the times you're dead, 6 deaths is a lot. This time you're not farming your camps. This time you're not looking on a trade play on side lane. And any bit of gold. Maybe if you did all those things, you would somehow have your second item right now. And maybe with your second item, if you're in these type of fights, you can actually get like make the difference because you have like extra HP and extra damage and blah blah blah, right? Again, these are a lot of what ifs, and it's not. There's no guaranteed coaching or feedback I can tell you that's going to guarantee that you won this game. But it's just about putting yourself in the best position to potentially win. You know, potentially come back, potentially get a pick. You know, I just think that. Again, Raptor death. This Raptor death was bad. What was it? This Raptor death was pointless. You could have just full cleared down. Then here, you wasted all your time going top when you could have been on your bot camps way earlier. And then if they're fighting, you could definitely get a kill bot here, 100%, and snowball the game. And then when you see Graves here, after this bot play, you'd get Dragon. Like, this is a lot of stuff. Like, instead, you're 0-1. If you didn't die here, and then you just full clear down, I think you'd be 2-0 right now. You wouldn't have 0 deaths, and you'd get, I think their bot lane would 100% die. Look, Ziggs, you saw Ziggs there? He's half HP, no mana, and look how aggressive, like, I'll pause here. Look at Ziggs here. Half HP, no mana, and look how aggressive he's playing here. He's literally, look, they're running in. And remember, Leona, no flash. So, Leona, no flash, Ziggs half HP, and you could very easily be on your blue right now. If you just, off base, you did this, instead of off base doing this. Right? So, second mistake here, boom. Third mistake is right when you see this guy, just instantly base and go to your top camps. Instead, you waste your time. You get a Leona flash, big big whoop. But because you do this, you lose your entire top side and you die, right? So the second death, unavoidable. Third death, this is your first good death. I think this is a good death. Dying for the shutdown is always worth, so I have no complaints with that death. But already now the game's already kind of fucked. It's already 12-4, you know? And I know this. I think this is diamond. You have to understand, the higher you go, games can be decided. The early games just from your first two deaths, and that's it. You lose all control and possibilities to come back just from that. So I think at this point, it's like the game is kind of pointless to watch. To be honest with you, like it's 20-9, and they've gone in 1, 2, 3, 4 towers. You guys got in 0. They've gotten the first 3 grubs. They've gotten the first herald. It's the game is pretty fucked. Like I could keep watching because maybe you get some picks, but I think in this game the first 10 minutes is all that really matters, and after this all we're doing is trying our best to get picks and recover, but it's really not realistic, Especially in this matchup, I think Graves outscales you. Um, and then when Graves taxes Grit, it's really hard for you to do anything. This is a matchup where you have to get your lead on him early by fighting him early or baiting him early or trading until you have Kraken, and then once you have Kraken, then you start fighting him. Don't forget to smite. You did. Oh, let's see this one more time. Oh, nice, right. Wait, let's see this one more time. I think here you need to guarantee your W because you're so low behind. You need WCC. So instead of just Q flash, I think you have to do Q flash Q. I think you have to use 2 Qs to guarantee the W, because if you guarantee W, again, you're gonna get refunded one of the Qs back for free, and then you'll just kill him with autos. So I think here you just have to use both Qs. Sadly, I think if you're not using both Qs, there's no way you'll kill him. But again, these are good like picks to try to go for. Just the game is so fucked. It's 24-10. Yeah, I mean, both your nibs are down at 20 minutes. This game is over. I wish I could give you more advice from this point, but at this point, the only way you'll ever win games is if the enemy team wants to lose and they're literally like diving next to towers and dying. So yeah, I think I'll just end it here. If you have any questions, you can message me on Discord. It's here. Boom. Chat. It's oh whoops. It's chat jungle. I'll type here in the chat. Boom. Chat jungle. You can just message me here on the right if you have any questions about this game. Otherwise, I hope that is good feedback for you, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye bye.